So my first question is like, what inspired you to become an actor, ma'am? What was your
So,
inspiration?
oh, yeah. Uh, I always wanted to be an actor. In the sense, I always wanted to be a dancer. I always wanted to be a dancer, and that's how happened. I've learned Kathak for 10 years. I was with Chamang Thavar. I've learned belly dancing. But when I was in college, that's exactly when that instinct, that basic instinct of being an actor hit me, because I used to do street play, I used to do mime and everything. I was into the dramatic association, so we used to travel and do theater. So so I found to be that very exciting, just to play different kind of part that is not you, and make audience believe that you're playing that part, and audience are going through that emotions along with you, was a fabulous and exceptional experience for me. So I and also it acting has kind of a touch of dance in it as well, because dance is all about emotion and expression, and acting is equally about that. So so that's how I thought that if why not acting. So and that's how I wanted to become an actor.
Ma'am, like, where you from? You're from Assam?
I was born in Assam, but my father was in Assam. Now he's back.
So ma'am, what was the parents' reaction like when you said you want to become an actress? Have they supported you or they were like,
Oh,
no?
that my parents, my entire family, they supported me a lot, and I'm very fortunate for that. But they also said, both my mom and dad, they said that, listen, instead of just, like, I had no idea about acting. It was just my experience about college, about acting, which was basic, not pro, but basic. So they only said that, why don't you, go to an institute and learn the craft, nurture yourself as an actor, and then go to Bombay, instead of not knowing anything and just be absolutely, clueless about the fact of what to do and what not to do. And that's how they supported me, and that's exactly how FTI happened. And they were very, very supportive about it, very much.
And ma'am, what was your experience in FTI, ma'am?
Amazing, amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better platform to nurture myself as an actor than FTII. FTII plays a very important part in my life to grow me as an actor. I mean, it was an integral part to for me to evolve as an actor. FTI made me a very confident, versatile, and an informed performer. I for initially I only knew that acting is all about just saying the dialogues, but FTI made me learn that no, it is not about saying the dialogues. It is also about expression. It is also about imagination. It is sometimes it is more about not saying the dialogues and just emoting through your eyes. And FTI taught me that. Those 2 years of acting experience in FTI changed me as an actor. It grew me as an actor. I became a mature performer. Now when I do something, I think about it. Why am I doing it? What is the reason of doing it? What happened before that? For me to react like this, for this character to react in a certain way. So yes, it grew me as an actor. I'm very, very happy to be a part of an institute like FTI.
And ma'am, like, if some student comes to you and say, I want to become an actor or actress, like, if they say would they want to go to film school or acting school, do you like think they should go to a film school or they should go to just audition?
Uh, knowledge about the craft is very much important, because I have seen it and I have gone through it. Because I trust me, Akash, when as an actor you know about camera, when you know about the right and the left of camera, when you know about what kind of expression to give when there is a close lens and what kind of expression to give when it's a far lens, then it makes quite a difference, because then the technicians know that she's a learner actor. She has learned her craft, so you don't waste your time. And I've seen technician appreciating about the fact that you have learned your craft, and you're not just sitting and saying the dialogues and you know looking something like, oh, I'm the thing kind. No. So I think you if you want to be an actor, you need to study your craft. It is very important, because a basic knowledge about acting, and the basic, not only about acting, the basic knowledge about cinema and filmmaking is, needless to say, it's very important. because you if and because see, we in whichever, like, for when we want to become a doctor, we go to a field and we study for it. When we want to become an engineer, we go to a field and study for it. Why not for acting? When you want to become an actor, you need to study for it as well. It is not a something like, it's not because that's we think that, oh, it's a cup of cake, anybody can do it, anybody can act. But I feel that no, anybody cannot act. I mean, anybody might act, and like anybody can act, but to know correctly how exactly, or to know those correct nuances and those correct expression, only a learner actor can give. Otherwise, it is just the dialogues you're saying it. That's it.
Okay, okay. So true, ma'am. And ma'am, what was your like first job? Do you remember after FTI what was your first job and how did you get it?
My first film was with Nagesh Kuknur, sir. It was named Ye Hosla. It was produced by Perseid Pictures film, and I auditioned for the part. I pretty vividly remember that I was the 50th person to audition for my part, and it was my the initial audition. When you come to Bombay, I mean, you start giving the audition and you write your roll call, you write your number, and then you're like, oh my god, so many of them has given the auditions. Okay, maybe I'll get the part or maybe I not, and all that. But I auditioned and I just got a call next day, and they said that Nagesh sir loved your performance, and because it was Nagesh Kukru, so I was a little naive and I did not believe it. I was actually nice. So I asked the chief associate, her name was Supriya, that, are you sure it's me? Are you sure it's Orishika? Are you sure it's nobody else? Because it was a Nagesh Kuknur's film. And she like, no, it is you. And that's why I'm calling you. I know that I've dialed the right number. And I just jumped, and that's how I got the part. First film with Nagesh sir was a dream come true.
And ma'am, when you get a script and when you get a character, like how do you get into the skin of the character? They say, ma'am?
So when I first, of course, I read the entire story. Because I want to know what is happening, what is exactly happening in the story, and how my journey is happening in the story, my character is going through in the entire film. So that's what I do. I first read the entire film, and then I try to process my role in each scene. I try to go through my scene wherever I as a character is required, and then I try to write down, like, why is she saying this dialogue, or what is happening, what is going through her mind, because of course it's a direct, at the end it's going to be the director's note. But I also prepare myself as an actor, so that if I have something to give into the character, I'm always ready for it. So that's how I do it. I go through each scene and I figure out, I try to jot down the notes, thinking that why am I saying this particular dialogue, or what is the reason behind this, or even if I'm not saying this, what expression can I give, just to make sure that my character is equally captivating. And that's how I work as an actor. And as an actor, for me, my role or my character should be the integral part of the film or the integral part of the project. It is the weight of the role. The role has to be that important, without which you cannot imagine the story or you cannot imagine the film. So, and that's how I choose my role, and that's how I read the entire story, and that's how I work on my role.
And ma'am, you have done like both serials, TV serials and films. Like, do you find any difference in terms of acting?
Actually, no. There is no difference in terms of acting, because you have to perform everywhere. Whether it's film or whether it's television, it is the work that is little taxing, because in television you're continuously shooting. Every day something is happening. Every day you're shooting, like every day a new scene is written. So there will be days when you are not given the scene right before you're shot. You're given the scene, and you have to remember the dialogue. So you have to be quick enough to remember the dialogues, get into character. But that's the fun, Akash. That's the fun, that within this chaos, bringing a character alive that is not you is challenging. And I have always accepted that challenge. So, and I love it. So, so I love this chaos. I love working in this chaos. It I think it makes me a better actor. I think I don't like something that is all proper and done and prepared. I mean, I like that part also, but I also love working in chaos. So I have prepared myself in both the ways. So television has prepared me that no matter what, you are ready to work in chaos. So you are not, you're not nervous or you're not jittery or nothing. You are ready for it. And film has prepared me that, everything is given to you, all the scenes are given to you. Now work on your part and give the shot. So I'm ready. So I have balanced myself in both the ways. So both television and film has balanced me as an actor.
And ma'am, you have worked in a film called Lomer. So ma'am,
Yeah.
what was your experience like? Is it really one shot film?
I like the question. Is it really one short film? Yes, it is a one short film. It is world's first single shot. Why we say world's? Because it is in black and white. It is in black and white. It's not in color. Of course, there was a single shot film done in color, but this is world's first black and white single shot film. So there is no cut. It's a 90 minutes at a stretch film. So the film starts. The director, my director Hemant Tiwari, he said action, and the film was over. Once the when the cut he said cut, and that's when the film got over. So it's 90 minutes. So we were 90 minutes, all of us, me, Tirtha, Parimal, and Himwant, and my cinematographer Joy. We were on floor. There was no stop, nothing. So the experience was amazing. Uh, when Hemwant, the director of the film, Hemant Tiwari, when he shared me the story and the script, I was like, how is this possible? How are we going to do it? And he was like, that Roshika, don't worry. I know that we're going to do it. You just say yes. I know it's just that he just wanted, good actors and trained actors who know their craft, who knows about everything, so that he does not have to teach them from scratch. And that's how he chose all the actors, including his DOP. So, he everybody was from the institute, everybody was from the theater background, and we took it as a challenge, and that's how Lomer happened. I mean, it was a 6 months non-stop rehearsal we did. There was script reading. We were, in fact, script reading happened for a very long period of time. On floor was the last 1 month of the 6 month, but before that it was all like, he was rehearsing with individual actors, or we were sitting together and we were constantly reading and reading and reading. So he made us read the script a lot, so that first he was very sure about the fact that he said all the actors, like, don't improvise now, just get your dialogues correct. Once the dialogue was there on our fingertips, then we started playing with the scenes and everything. So it was a total 6 months rehearsal. And yeah, it was an amazing experience, a one shot film where there is no cut and you're in front of the camera for 90 minutes, and you are there. You make a mistake and you have to start from the top. So as an actor, you're not allowed to make a mistake. As a DOP, you're not allowed to make a mistake. Imagine for a DOP, if he makes a mistake, he has to hold that camera again and then start from the top. So yeah, it was challenging, but that's what I said. I love cures and I love challenges as an actor. So, and that's how Lomer happened. And yes, Lomer is a one take film. It does not have any cut. There is no edit. It's a one take black and white feature film, which is of course available on YouTube.
Yes, absolutely. Ma'am, how many maximum takes were there?
Two.
Okay, two. And how many, like, during the shoot, like, how many days it took?
How many?
Days it took, like, to shoot
One.
the film?
So we shot in Film City, and we had the Hemwant could, like, we rehearsed in Film City quite a lot, but he only got permission for 1 day to shoot. So yeah, so it was best of two. He told us, guys, it is best of two, either this or that or none. So 1 day we shot in 1 day, and it was best of two. So it was it was during the breakfast and then after lunch. So these are the two takes that we did, and yeah, that's how Gomer happened.
So, first of all, congratulations for the Shameless. It represented India at a certain regard competition. So, ma'am, how was the experience, first of all, during the shooting process and all that?
It was amazing, to be part of this exceptional project was an absolute honor. I to tell long story short, I auditioned for the part, and that's how my director Konstantin Bojano, he liked my audition, and that's how I got my part. And I was very happy. And Konstantin, as a director, he meticulously wrote every character and he defined every character very well, and he did the same thing with Durva, and that helped me, and that gave me the clarity and provided me with enough clarity for my preparation as a role. And given the fact that it has nuances of shades of gray inherited in it, I had to do that extra extra work to bring that perfect tone, because with shades of gray, sometimes what happens that you go one notch up, or you might become a bit loud, or it might be very subtle. So I had to find that perfect tone of that character, for that character Durva. So we did rehearsal. There was a lot of rehearsals that happened. We did workshop in Nepal before we started the shoot. We had 2 weeks of workshop, and I'm very glad that the workshop happens, because with workshop, what happens is that it's a trust factor that is built between the actors. So if I'm holding my actor roughly, she or he knows that I can trust this hold. So workshop, basically, I feel as an actor, workshop mainly happens to build the trust as an actor. More than creating a scene, it is building my trust to my actor, or her trust in me and my trust in her. And that's how, so that when there are a little bit of physical scene, she knows, like Umara and Anusia, with whom I played the part, they know that it's we know her, so she's holding, so it's not somebody we don't know. So the trust was already built up, and that's how we created many difficult scenes. And as an actor, I always seek for roles that are unconventional and challenging. you know uh, Doing a part which is absolutely opposite to me and bringing it alive on screen is both challenging and gratifying. And that's how captivated me about my part in Durva, and that's how the Shameless happened. So yeah, I was very happy to be a part of this amazing project, the Shameless.
And ma'am, what was your reaction when you got to know like it got selected at a uncertain regard competition?
So the reaction was, uh, I remember I was at home. I was doing something on my cell. I was working on my cell, and I suddenly got a message from my director and my producer Mewa, from my director, constant producer Mewa, that, "Hi Orshika, congratulations! Shameless is selected in Cannes in Uncertain Regards. It's premiering there. Hope to see you soon." And I'm like, "Oh, what is this?" Because I'll tell you a very small story. Okay, I hope you don't get bored. So where I love to watch different films. I love to watch cinema. I love to go to a lot of film festivals. So when I was attending Mami, so I've seen that when any film that is selected in Cannes, mainly premiered in Cannes, they have that Cannes logo. So the logo comes, and then the name of the film and everything comes, and then people start clapping. I'm like, wow, that is something. I also want that for my film. That my film is playing in a film festival, and that logo comes and everybody starts clapping. This is an exceptional moment as an actor. And cut to, the same thing is happening. And I took a breather. I did not believe it, and then I was like, okay, this is happening. And once I was like, I was all everything was all settling down. I was very ecstatic. I was very happy, to present your film on such an exceptional platform, on such a big platform in front of a global audience. I was totally honored. I was honored. I was actually very, very happy.
And ma'am, what a year at Cannes for India! Like Payal won an award, like the Shameless won an award, and Anasuya won an award for
Yeah,
Best Actress, like for the first time in
yeah.
history. So ma'am, what's your reaction like for India? Like it's such a huge achievement this year.
I I was very happy, Akash, because it is a very huge achievement for India, for our industry, for our film showing globally, and people enjoying it, appreciating the film, the story, the actors, and everything. Because we make India actually make they make a lot of good film happen in our country. lot of good films that happens in our country, and internationally, people, it's very important for them to see the film, to know that how beautiful stories that we write. We also write good stories. We also have good actors to play in that story. There are great directors who are creating those kind of stories. So I was very happy, and an award is always appreciable, and it is always a one step ahead. It's always a one step for you to be closer to that platform, and to accept the fact that this can happen in India as well. And India is, I mean, the Indian industry is a wonderful industry. We have so many languages, so many, so many films are made in different languages, and every language has its own story to say. So I'm so happy that we could be a part of it, and we could present our country and win an award. So I was very happy, both for Payal and my.
Okay, great. Ma'am, but there was a little bit of discussion as well. Is it an Indian film? But because for Pile as well, all we imagine has French producers, and it
Yeah,
is the Shameless is also a co-production.
yeah.
So, ma'am, what's your take on that? Because there was a lot of discussion like Indian producers don't produce these types of film, all that.
Hey, that's the fact. You can't help that. That's the story right now, and that's the truth. I will not sugarcoat it and not try to deny it. But yes, what I also feel is that as a director, it does not stop you there. So what if that's how Lomer happened? It did not stop Hemant thinking that no big producers are ready to take his film. He still went, as a one man army. He still went. He still, did his promotion. He still released the film, and the film is in YouTube, and it is doing well. So it does not stop you. You still try hard to make your film come on screen. You still try hard to get the producer. You still try hard to make believe that no, this is something that the audience needs to see. This is something that can be produced. So both for Payal and Constantine as well, it did not stop them just because there are no Indian producers. They were not producing that film, which is the fact that independent. We need to as in our country, we need to welcome as many as Indian film as possible, because a lot of great Indian independent cinema that happens in our country, and we need to know about it. But yes, so what if Indian producers are not producing? That did not stop Payal. She did go to Cannes, and she did won an award. So yeah, that proves that no matter what, the show must go on, and the fight is going on, and nobody can stop you to do what you want to do.
Ma'am, can you tell a little bit about the story of the Shameless and when can we see in India?
So see India, Akash, that I can't say you right now, because this entire year, right? It's also going to Berlin. It'll be screened in. Sorry, not Berlin. I'm so sorry. I stand corrected. It will be screened in Busan Film Festival. So it's going to Busan Film Festival as well. So this year it's going to go around the clock in all the film festivals. That is the plan that is done by the director and the producers. So as well as the Indian producers are also, they also trying their level best to bring the screen in Indian Film Festival as well. So to get a screening out there. So hopefully, finger crossed, it will be soon released in India, because they are definitely planning to do so. And if I tell you the story is, see, about my character. My character, the name Durva, she has shades of gray in it, gray inherited in her character, and she's very confrontational, and she's more focused on her day to day livelihood. I mean, she must get her money. She loves money, and she does not like anybody interrupting her day to day livelihood. As simple as that. But what happens then, the character of Anusuya that comes in her life, who builds a very beautiful relation, who tries to build a very beautiful relationship with her daughter, which she does not approve and she doesn't like it. So what all chaos happens just to break that beautiful relationship, what all action happens and everything. So film is all about that.
So, ma'am, are you currently doing any other projects right now?
I am one of my untitled web series with MX Player that will be my next release. uh, which I'm looking forward to very much.
So, ma'am, before going, like, you can you recommend few films and your favorite
Thank you.
filmmakers?
I don't know about recommendation. There are so many. There is so many of them. And when someone asks me this question, that is the only time when you forget about every film. And then you're like, which is that film? Which is the film? But if I have to name few, Pyasa, Jaane Bhi Do Yaro, Khosla Ka Khosla, Shawshank Redemption, Cinema Paradiso, Sophie's Choice. Uh, uh, my God, now I think Titanic, Pretty Woman, and many of them. Yeah, now I don't know to name few. There are lots, and there are like there are there's so many films. There's so many cinema that's there. Children of Heaven. I am a big Iranian fan. Children of Heaven, A Separation, definitely, yeah, and many more. But these are the ones that I can think of now, and I'm also nervous. That's to answer this question of yours.
Okay, okay, great. Okay, ma'am, thank you so much, ma'am, for joining.